What's going on, guys? Welcome to Money TV. I'm Money, and we're previewing the Euro 2020. I'm going to be taking a look at some of the strongest squads in the tournament, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Spain squad. So let's get into it. The Spain squad is very interesting this year. Their head coach, Luis Enrique, has called a 24-man final squad up to the Euro 2020s. And you have a limit of 26, so he basically just said, I don't need the extra weight on my shoulders or something. And even more interestingly, with that decision, he has left out all Real Madrid players from the squad. So that's including Sergio Ramos, Nacho, and I guess Isco, and a bunch of other ones that are usually a part of this Spain setup. So I don't know exactly what's going on in the background with Luis Enrique being a former Barcelona manager and not inviting some of the Real Madrid players, but he better be vindicated with that choice because Sergio Ramos is obviously their captain. He's a great leader. Sure, he hasn't had the best season. He's only played maybe like 4 or 5 games for Madrid, and I would understand on form that he probably shouldn't be included, but considering the kind of stature this player has and the reputation he has and the leadership quality he has, it is a big call to leave him out. And this Spain squad is looking a little bit different than what we're used to usually with Spain, and perhaps even their style and the way they play will be slightly different than what we're used to with the normal Spain side. So let's take a look at the 24-man squad and see what we got. So this is the 24-man squad for Spain, and obviously you can see that there's no Real Madrid players. There's some very surprise inclusions such as Adama Traore from Wolves, obviously Azpilicueta from Chelsea. I mean, he's had a great season, but normally he's not part of this setup because of Carvajal. We have a bunch of players in midfield such as Pedri, Rodri, Lorente, who are coming off very good seasons. And it's looking like a very different Spain setup. As you can see, they're spearheaded by Alvaro Morata, which honestly I have a lot of doubts over. I mean, this guy does not strike me with any kind of confidence as the striker to lead you to any kind of glory. Obviously they have Gerard Moreno. He was in the Villarreal squad who won the Europa League, so he's obviously in great form. Dani Olmo as well from the Bundesliga has had a great season, doing great work over there. And obviously, I mean, they have a bunch of other players like Sarabia and Ferran Torres, who are also involved. People who haven't necessarily been involved before. One interesting part of this squad is Aymeric Laporte. Obviously, Aymeric Laporte, I guess now he's Spanish, but he used to be French, I guess, or proclaimed to be French. And due to the competitiveness of the French squad, he has pulled himself out and claimed to be Spanish. I guess he's half and half, so he probably had a choice. And now he's part of the Spain setup and already in the final squad ahead of Sergio Ramos, which is very interesting. And you never know, he might have a fantastic tournament, and Spain may be looking at a whole new center back leader in the back line, and hey, it might work out for them, but we'll see how it goes. Let's take a look at the group and see how they might fare. So Spain are in a group with Poland, Slovakia, and Sweden. Now this group does not look easy whatsoever. I mean, all the squads are decent, half decent, and there are strong players in all of these teams. So Poland right off the bat, I mean, they have probably potential player of the year, Ballon d'Or winner, Robert Lewandowski, who just beat Jared Muller's record in the Bundesliga with 41 goals. to his name. So I mean, this guy is just a goal machine, and he doesn't necessarily convert that to his national side. But you can expect that this year, perhaps with him, aging a little bit, he might have something to prove off the back of the just fantastic season that he's had at Bayern. You never know, he might be able to do something with Poland. So for sure, Poland is not going to be an easy game whatsoever. Slovakia, they have, maybe a little bit of an aging squad. Sometimes, I mean, Hamšík is still playing. They have a bunch of good defenders, like Skriniar, and it's gonna be interesting to see how they fare. They're gonna also they don't have necessarily a deep squad. I mean, they have a bunch of really good players here and there, so it's hard to say whether they're gonna be enough to do anything with. Sweden, on the other hand, they're not necessarily filled with incredible talent, but they have a lot of hard-working, very team-oriented players, and they have been doing well in the qualifiers and overall in the friendlies as well. So they're going to be interesting team to look out for, and they're going to be solid no matter what. So Spain has their work cut out for them in this group, and honestly, it doesn't look like a clear path out of the group to me, and they're going to definitely struggle. This Spain side. It doesn't strike me as some of the other sides we have seen in the past who have been just dominant. So that's Spain's group, and let's wrap it up and see what we think. So Spain, they're definitely not going to be the side that you guys are used to this year. They're going to have a slightly different style. I think Luis Enrique likes to play a little bit more defensive and a direct approach. That's why you have players such as Morata, Ferran Torres, and Dani Olmo, who are very used to playing a direct style and not such a tiki-taki style that we're used to seeing with Spain. So we're going to have a very different Spain side this year. I don't expect them to go far in the tournament, to be honest with you. I think they're going to even have trouble getting out of the group, but considering the squad they have, they should be able to make it out, but that's definitely no guarantee. I don't see necessarily how they're going to shine. They're going to be, lacking a little bit of goals up front, a little bit of danger up front with Morata. And hopefully Moreno might step in and probably take over that mantle. But overall, solid team. Different than what we're used to with Spain, but hopefully they'll be able to do a little bit better and maybe perhaps come back into the picture as one of the dominants in Europe. But that's it for Spain. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do look out for my next videos coming out for Euro 2020 in 2021. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you know exactly when I upload. See you guys next time. Ciao.